What's going on, guys? This is Clark Knives here, back with another YouTube video. I'm just going to get down to the point. We're reviewing a Winkler contingency. This is my fourth time taking this video. I'm getting very irritated, I ain't even gonna lie, but we hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm doing a giveaway very soon. I don't have the funds to get a Great Eastern Cutlery for it, so just hang patiently. I've still got to work out all the details on getting a way to pick a winner. I'm really having to work my brain out. I'm really having to. Anyways, quick pocket dump real quick. This is the Winkler SD1 in Wasp Laminate micarta. I've had this thing for probably about 4 days now, maybe 5, close to a week. I really can't remember. But this has been on me every single day. I've sharpened it. It has a pretty good edge on it. I did make a pretty sweet little antler bead on it. And then, yeah, I really have been enjoying this knife. I've taken it to the woods a couple times with me to really kind of put it to the test. But that's that. Like I said, fourth time on the video. I'm gonna go through this one kind of fast, but I apologize ahead. Here is the second knife that I carried. This is the Great Eastern Cutlery 77 in Gabon Ebony. I don't know how you say it. This is a very sweet knife. I have been carrying this one again since I got it. I do believe I might have taken it out of the pocket like half of a day to carry another one. I don't know, but for the most part, it's been with me. Really have been enjoying that. I've made videos on these two knives, by the way. The Winkler SD1 is in a previous video that I made, so go check that out. And then if you want to see more on the 77, I'll also have a video out on that. This is my little Zippo Slim. I don't know what year it's from, but it's old enough to still be using the letters. But I scratched my little initial in there. It looks horrible. I didn't do a very good job, but you know what? That's okay. It's my Zippo. I do like the flowers and the engraving and all that. I think that's actually really cool. And yeah, it lights. So I had that, and then of course, here's my wallet. I made this. I'm not going to show you the inside because you might be able to see my card information, but yeah, that's that. I've switched to it. I was carrying a Montana Silversmith, like Ridge wallet type thing, but it kind of hurt my butt. I ain't even gonna lie, because I carry so much stuff in my front pockets that I usually keep my wallet in the back, and I got tired of that thing, so I got my leather wallet back out. But yeah, I did have my Leatherman. I think I left it in my truck. I really ain't sure. But let's get into this. And before we do, I'm going to ask that y'all please like and subscribe. I know the very beginning of this video has been hectic and kind of chaotic, but I wanted to get all that stuff out of the way. That way we can focus on this and not be too long of a video. People have a very bad attention span nowadays, it seems like. So we're going to get into this. Winkler contingency. We're going to start off with the box. Here is the box. You can see there, Wasp Laminate, sculpted. The little ridges is just what they're talking about when they mean sculpted. And they say laminate. This is micarta. Whether the natural and the black is laminated to each other, I really don't know. I don't know how micarta works. It may be a bunch of sheets of cloth laminated together. So that's probably why they call it laminate. Laminate. That's what it is. See, I'm telling y'all, folks, I shouldn't be making a video right now because I'm going crazy. Anyways, I do not know that this is the original sheath, so I wouldn't pay attention to the sheath very much. I got both of these knives on the secondary market on Facebook. I do want to talk about a little disclaimer real quick. If you're looking at getting a Winkler knife, be very careful out there, because there are some fakes. I've not heard very much about fakes being a really bad issue, but there are some out there, and I know that eBay sells fakes. So don't get a winkler knife on eBay unless you are very good at telling whether or not these are real or not. And one key point I know is that the winkler knives on the spine here is going to be kind of bold letters, and you can kind of tell that the letters stick up a little bit and they're kind of gritty on the inside. That's one way you can tell, and that's the only way I can tell. But I got these off of a very well-known person in the group. Lots of people have dealt with them. He's a very good guy, so I'm not worried about that at all. Okay, so as far as everything goes, this would not be my first choice for a winkler, but I do kind of like it quite a bit. It's on the edge for me. It's a weird knife, but it's weird and I like it. It is very comfortable. I will give it that. It's almost in the shape of like a boomerang, and that's the only thing that throws me off. If this handle right here was straight and you brought the butt back and straightened it up with the blade, I think that I would really love this knife. But then again, the handle being curved adds for some actually really nice comfortability. I have small hands. I'm sure if you had big hands, you would fill this up a lot more and it would feel even more comfortable. But that also gives me room to kind of choke back on the knife if I need to for whatever reason. Or I can get nice and snug up here and cut whatever I need. And then also, you can kind of choke back a little bit to do some draw cuts. Yeah, I have not used this knife yet, but I do plan on it. This is probably going to be a skinning knife for me, or even a filleting knife. Maybe. I don't know about the filleting. These things are kind of thick for that, but I'll try something once. You could use it to cut the ribs out of fillets of fish, so you could use it for that. Anyways, also use it for small game. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into size and stuff like that. I didn't go through the box. Let's go through the box real quick. I want to show y'all something, because some of y'all might not have seen what is in these boxes before, and I want to share it. Okay, so this is going over the blade steel. Go ahead and pause this if you want to read it, but if you don't, I'll just kind of give you a little gist. This goes over the blade steel, how to sharpen it, how to take care of the blade steel, tells you it rusts, all that good stuff. This I really do recommend reading. Daniel Winkler is the maker of these, or the owner, and this is his story on how he became a knife maker, and this is like the inspection and somewhat of a warranty deal. And the last thing that comes in these, I'm almost positive, like I said, I've never got one of these from the actual Winkler website or a Winkler dealer, but I'm almost positive they come with a little tube of wicked wax. This is food safe wicked wax that you can use on the micarta, the blade, and if you have maple handles, I know a lot of these come with maple or walnut handles, you can use the wicked wax on that to condition it. But that is that. So let's get into size comparison and also actual size. All right, so looks like we have, hang on, like I said, y'all probably know this by now, but my brain goes crazy if I don't put it at the 0. I don't know why. You've got a 7.5 overall length. You might not be able to see that very well, but there you have it. You have a 3.5-inch cutting edge. We'll give it that, because there's no sharpening tool and you can still cut stuff up to that. And then you've got a, brain's going crazy. Y'all should know this. I mean, I'm over here going crazy just making a video. 3 3/4 inch blade overall. And then like I said, I gave you all the actual full length of the knife, I'm pretty sure. I'll go ahead and do it one more time. I kind of forgot. Yeah, 7.5, yeah. Okay, and then I would say this is probably 1/4 inch thick at the very top, but it gets down pretty thin. And these things are slicey. I've whittled with this and cut some wood. I don't think I've cut any food with it yet, etc. But this thing is pretty slicey. I really enjoy it. So there's all the links and everything like that. Here it is compared to the SD1, and I'm pretty sure that's tip to tip. Let me get over the top of it. Yes, that is tip to tip, but y'all can't see it, so we're gonna do it this way. Tip to tip. There you go. You've got a good bit, so it is quite a bit longer. And then as far as the Great Eastern Cutlery knife, which this is a 15. This is a 77. I would compare this probably just a tiny bit bigger than a Case Mini Trapper. And there's the size comparison on that. Quick little size comparison on the SD1 while we got it. Literally almost the same size, like 1/4 inch off. I'm not even lying to y'all. It looks off on the camera. It looks weird, but that's what it is. But that being said, that pretty much concludes this video. I'm pretty sure I've went through everything. I know some of y'all said that y'all want to see some of these in action, so I'm probably going to end up doing that. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell so you know whenever I post, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.